For shipping anything, anywhere. Carrier Cloud for SAP makes it easier for you to collaborate with your transport partners for smooth, fast, and secure shipping processes directly from your SAP system. Carrier Cloud for SAP lets you integrate hundreds of carriers and parcel services into your SAP systems with plug-and-play connections. Simply send everything, smoothly and exactly as you need it, from boxes, pallets, and containers to hazardous and refrigerated goods, as single or multi-package shipments. The mode of transport is entirely up to you, by truck, rail, ship, or airplane, including intermodal or combined transport. Sounds good? It actually gets even better. Carrier Cloud for SAP covers every step in the shipping process. Generate shipping orders, select the right carrier, print labels and loading lists, track and trace, and entry certificate. The result? Satisfied customers. After all, who wouldn't be delighted with higher delivery quality, greater transparency, and shorter delivery times? AEB Carrier Cloud for SAP usually runs fully automated and unnoticed in the background, integrated into your SAP landscape. Your logistics team can simply ship from SAP ECC, SAP EWM, SAP TM, or SAP S/4HANA using pre-configured add-ons. There is also an out-of-the-box integration into the public cloud using SAP Business Technology Platform. With this, the AEB solution also helps you implement your clean core strategy. Instead of making extensions in the SAP core, as is often the case with traditional ABAP-based approaches, Carrier Cloud for SAP relies on a flexible, cloud-native architecture. This also simplifies the transformation to SAP S/4HANA for companies. Here, only the connection to Carrier Cloud for SAP needs to be updated. The connections to the transport service providers on the AEB platform remain intact. It couldn't be easier. How could an integration be implemented in practice? We will now demonstrate this by processing a shipping order from an SAP S/4HANA system. Let's go. In SAP S/4HANA, the AEB functions can be easily integrated into your familiar interfaces, such as the Fiori Launchpad. In an ECC system, you can also manage everything through transactions. In our example, the starting point for a shipping process with Carrier Cloud for SAP is an order in the SAP system. Once this has been created, a delivery is generated from it. Next, you need to gather the information about the packages. Carrier Cloud for SAP is extremely flexible here. The information can be transferred to the AEB solution from any packing process, for example. The packing process can run under SAP S/4 in WM or EWM. Best of all, this works smoothly with the usual standard functions. For this example, we will use SAP's standard packing station, HUPAST. In the case of package-only processing, the package or handling unit is completed. And the shipping label can be generated at this point. Now, the next handling unit can be opened and the next item can be packed. Of course, freight orders and delivery notes can also be consolidated in a shipping office, and the shipping labels can be generated at a freely definable time. And if you need to process high shipping volumes, you can of course also use an automatic label applicator. Once everything is packed, the process is completed and a shipping order is generated, an object that our Carrier Cloud for SAP service works with. Up until this point, the AEB solution has done a lot of work in the background. For example, the carrier and the corresponding transport services have been defined. But now, let's take a closer look at the shipping order. The overview gives you a comprehensive list of all shipping orders and allows you to access the data for each order. As the label has already been printed at the packing station, we are now in change mode. If you have the appropriate authorizations, you can make changes here, for example, to info texts, package data, shipping options, and more. If any data was missing or incorrect, Carrier Cloud for SAP would have drawn your attention to this, and you could have added or corrected it at this point with the help of an assistant. To finalize the shipping order, you still need to complete the pickup. This can be done automatically or manually. You can manually complete one, several, or all pickups for a day. All pickups of a day from all systems are displayed, and you can complete them conveniently with one click. Carrier Cloud for SAP creates all the necessary documents in the background. In our example, we ship via Duxer and generate a Duxer CMR and a Duxer loading list. AEB ensures that these documents, as well as the shipping labels, are always up to date and meet the requirements of the respective transport service provider. Let's take another look at the process in the document flow view. Here you will find further information such as an overview of events. In general, the following applies. Carrier Cloud for SAP transfers status information to your SAP system based on the respective source object, such as the tracking number and the master HU number. Of course, you can also call up the Carrier Cloud for SAP system at any time and monitor the entry confirmation shipping orders, package processing, pickups, and packages, for example. And you can also manually create a new shipping order that does not have an SAP document as a preliminary object, a practical function for employees who do not have SAP access, for example. AEB operates Carrier Cloud for SAP in its own data centers in Germany, GDPR compliant and ISO certified, for maximum security, performance, and availability. It goes without saying that we never stop working on enhancing the solution, and we regularly connect new transport service providers. You currently have access to hundreds of carriers and parcel services offering thousands of services. Changing your transport partner becomes a much more relaxed process. After all, the carrier connections offered by AEB have already been fully set up and tested. In addition, industry leaders such as DHL, FedEx, or UPS have certified the solution. What does all this mean for you? Less effort and greater efficiency. And what happens if a carrier changes their setup? Not a problem. AEB automatically ensures that all routing data, labels, or EDI remain up to date. This way, you always generate correct shipping labels, messages, and documents for all your carriers and parcel services.